SM-3 Interceptor American Anti-Ballistic Missile Defense System. To counter neighboring Russia and Iran from missile attack to Europe. New American anti-missile system in Romania has prompted bitter complaints from neighboring Russia. The system, designed to shoot down missiles aimed at Europe from the Middle East, is seen by Russia as a threat to its own nuclear deterrent. The anti-missile system is located near the town of Divasiliu at an abandoned Romanian Air Force base northeast of town. The system is based on the Aegis ballistic missile defense system installed on American Ticonderoga cruisers and Arleigh Burke-class destroyers and consists of the Aegis radar combat system and 24 SM-3 interceptors located in Mk. 41 vertical launch missile silos. The system is operated by sailors of the U.S. Navy despite being nearly 200 miles from the nearest body of water. The SM-3 ballistic missile interceptor is an evolution of the U.S. Navy's long-serving Standard Surface-to-Air missile. The missile is designed to intercept short and intermediate-range missiles shortly after their launch in the so-called boost phase when the missiles are ascending into space or near space. The SM-3 can also engage warheads during the mid-course phase, when the missiles themselves have burned out and the warhead is streaking through space alone on a ballistic trajectory. U.S. Department of Defense graphic illustrating the various engagement phases of ballistic missile defense. The system will eventually be part of a NATO-controlled network responsible for shooting down missiles the Azores to Eastern Europe. A second site will be completed in Redzikowo, Poland by 2018. American destroyers and Dutch frigates operating in the Atlantic and Mediterranean will add to the network with their own radars and interceptor missiles. An early warning Expand radar will be based in Turkey, and the entire system will be controlled from Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany. The entire point of the Divasiliu base is to shoot down missiles emanating from the Middle East, think Iran, aimed at NATO countries in Europe. The $800 million program was started 10 years ago, when Iran's nuclear program was out of control and it was also developing long-range missiles, a successful combination of which would give the country the ability to strike European targets with nuclear missiles. Since then, an agreement between Iran and the West has largely dismantled the country's nuclear program. However, the agreement did not apply to missile development. Iran is continuing to develop ballistic missiles, including the Imad Pillar, a mobile missile with a range of 1,700 miles and capable of striking targets as far away as Hungary, the Czech Republic, and Poland. Iran claims the Imad is highly accurate and is built to evade missile defenses. Longer-range missiles are probably inevitable. For its part, Moscow believes that the system is aimed squarely at Russia's nuclear missiles, and Russia's ability to deter the West from nuclear attack. It is part of the military and political containment of Russia. Channel News Asia reported a senior Russian foreign ministry official as saying, Russia believes that NATO's pursuit of the program, even after a successful nuclear deal with Iran, is proof that NATO has ulterior motives. SM-3 Interceptor launched from USS Lake Erie in the mid-Pacific Ocean. Is Russia right? Could the Aegis base shoot down Russian missiles? The SM-3 is believed to have a range of 378 miles. With that short of a range, the system could only shoot down missiles as far east as Ukraine. Russian strategic nuclear missiles aimed at the United States would be out of reach, although the system should work against Russian missiles launched at Europe. Still, from Russia's perspective, in order for nuclear deterrence to work, it must be able to hold nuclear powers in Europe, the United Kingdom and France at risk, as well as American military bases in Europe. While NATO denies that the missile defense is for use against Russia, the threat of an Iranian nuclear missile has virtually evaporated. Meanwhile, Russia has been busy flexing its military muscle in the Baltic, Black Sea, Scandinavia, Ukraine, and Syria, alarming NATO. Russia's foreign policy may ensure that a base originally meant to deter Iran really ends up deterring Russia after all. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, comment, and